everybody. If you read yesterday's read aloud with me, then you're probably ready to hear today's, which is called If I Built a House by Chris Van Dusen. Same author. The book is very similar to the one that we read yesterday called If I Built a Car. So here's Jack, and he's up to his creative ideas again, and this time he is imagining his dream house. So this book, as we read, you're going to hear so many similarities and see so many similarities. That's the beauty of reading multiple books by the same author. You get kind of this neat little sneak peek into their thinking. So here's the end page. Again, we see these blueprints with different ideas. Blueprints are what engineers and construction designers, architects, what they decide to, what they have for ideas, they put it into a blueprint before they actually start building. So these are Jack's. Let's see what his dream house will be. This book was written in 2012, so there's a big gap between If I Built a Car, which was written in 2005, to this one, which was written in 2012. So if you start at 5, how many more do you need to get to 12? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 7 years in between. Here's Jack. And again, as I read, you'll probably hear a lot of similarities. Jack, in the backyard, said to his mother, "This house is okay, but it's like any other. It's boxy and boring and basically bland. It's nothing at all like the house I have planned." Does that sound familiar? It should. "My house will be different. It can't be the norm. I'll think about traffic flow, function, and form. Oh, it may include shapes like a tower or dome, but I'll focus on what makes a building a home. It's the rooms on the inside that make it unique. So step through the door and let's take a peek." We'll start with the basics right off the bat. Check out my all-in-one kitchen-o-mat. You don't have to cook and you don't have to clean. It's done by a space-age robotic machine. It makes all the meals and the food is delish. Then it washes and puts away every last dish. That's my dream house. The living room's next. It's fun. Come on in. The chairs and the table and sofa all spin. And trampolines lead to a giant ball pit. It's a pretty neat room, you have to admit. It reminds me of Funzie Trampoline Park. He put that inside his house, his dream house. Good idea. Now look in the bathroom. No shower, no tub. Instead, take a ride on my Scrub-a-Dub-Dub. Just step on the belt and it washes you clean, even the places that you've never seen. That's pretty cool. It's like a car wash. When you put your car in, drive your car in, and it goes down, da, 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 da. And here is my bedroom, way up in the sky, on top of a tower 200 feet high. With glass all around, just check out the view. A bed in a tower, now that's something new. And again, because we know Chris Van Dusen and we know his books and characters, check it out. Recognize them? Mr. McGee and his little dog Dee. The rooms we walked through just moments before are the kinds that you'll find in any decor. But if I built a house, I'd add a few more. So hop on the slide. It's time to explore. That's how he gets down from his bedroom. Up there in the sky, he slides down into the rest of the house. So cool. You know how I constantly like to create? Well, this is my art room. Isn't it great? You draw on the wall. Don't worry, it's cool. Hung way up high on a big giant spool is a huge roll of paper that hangs to the floor. Just draw till you're done, then pull down some more. That is a room for an artist. So let's stop and retell. What are some of the rooms that we have so far? We have the kitchen, his living room, with the trampoline, his bathroom, where you go through the body wash, his bedroom way up high, the art room. Let's see what else. Next comes my flying room. See how it's tall? It's empty except for a switch on the wall. Just turn off the switch and you'll float off the ground. Then flap like a bird and fly all around. Isn't it nice to be up in the air? A room without gravity. That's pretty rare. This is my racetrack room. Step right inside. It's less like a room and more like a ride. It features a racetrack that loops all around with a super fast go-karts that don't make a sound. You fly and you flip and you zip and you zoom. You have to admit, it's a wonderful room. Roller coaster inside his house. A room filled with water? Now that's something new. But if I built a house, that's just what I'd do. This is my fish tank room. Ain't it a sight? Don't worry, they're friendly. The critters won't bite. Just strap on an air mask to swim with the fishes. Now this is a room that every kid wishes. Of course, I've been saving the best room for last. And literally speaking, this room is a blast. So welcome, sit down. I'll seal up the hatches. This plexiglass playroom completely detaches. You fly it around. Why, it even has jets. For me, this room is as good as it gets. This playroom disconnects from the house, blasts off. Did you hear plexiglass? We talked about that yesterday. It's that really, really hard plastic. It's almost like glass, but it doesn't shatter the same way that glass would. It's plastic. Plexiglass. My house will be nifty. My house will be neat. My house will stand out as the best on the street. Before I keep going, can you see all the rooms that we talked about? There's his bedroom way up high. See that up there? And the slide that comes down. There's the racetrack room. There's the anti-gravity room where he can fly around. Remember, he said it was so tall. It must be that room. Racetrack room. Fish tank room. Oh, hey, we know that. We read about that yesterday. Daringly bold, yet exquisitely fine, a must-see example of modern design. My house will be hailed as refreshingly new. If I built a house, that's just what I'd do. And there he is with his toys he's using to build prototypes or models of what it could look like. I bet you have some of these toys at home. Use cardboard here and Legos and these Tinker Toys to build a prototype or a little model of what his house might be. And then here's Mom looking at the blueprint. And so again, this blueprint at the back is so much more detailed than the one at the front. Remember we talked about that yesterday, that Chris Van Dusen doesn't want to give away too much at the beginning. He gave you some sneak peeks, but here, once you've read the story, then you get really into his model, My House by Jack. And he's got his measurements, and he's got all the different rooms on here labeled. If you want to take more time, you can pause the video and take a look at his blueprint. But I challenge you now, what is your dream house? What would you do? I can't wait to see. See you next time.